In this short video, I just want to give you an example of an abstract. Um, to quickly define it, it's a very short summary of the article written usually by the author, but more than you'd think, by the editor. Simply meant to give a summary of the paper, positioned below the title and above the actual beginning of the title. So let's take a look. It's a simple concept to get. Here's one right here. Whoops. Wouldn't you know it? There we go. There's your two-tier title, author, key. He's using section headings down here, but here's the abstract. This article looks at certain psychological problems of the postmodern theory. You got your topic, you got your method, you you got the guiding question. What is it that this experience? Okay, so many times you're going to get, the design of the article, the supporting points, the guiding questions, definitely the topic, and the narrowed or focused topic. And more times than not, you're going to get the thesis right up here in the abstract. You definitely need to read that. And keywords are just meant to give you certain words that appear often in the article. What's the purpose of the abstract? If you're cataloging this work in a database, you need to give as much information as possible of the title, because that's the first thing and often the only thing a potential researcher is going to look at when he or she finds your work on a database. So you got to give your topic and a hint towards your thesis right here in the title, because that's the only things many people are going to look at in a results list when they do a keyword search on something to try to find work done on it. Now, sometimes they'll click on the title and they'll get in the database an abstract. So this, very often the abstract is going to accompany the title if the researcher just clicks on it or something. And this lets the person know, hey, do I really want to get this? Let me get a little more information on this to make sure it's what I need or something I need to read. So these two things are essential in getting your work read and positioning it out there in the databases. That's its main purpose. Of course, it has a very practical purpose for you, the reader who has already gotten the essay. You read this, you might have to read only half of the essay or something, now, because you know basically what it's going to say. Now let's get another example. Here's your two-tier title. Notice that it's distinguishing the main title from the subtitle with its formatting. So you don't have a colon here, and here are your authors. And then if you look at this, here obviously is the beginning of the essay, and here you got keywords, so you got a sense that this is the abstract. But really the only way you can tell it is it's right underneath the title. It's really the first thing you get, it's where it should be, but it's italicized. And the rest is in a straight font, or what's called Roman font. So that would mark it off that this is the place where the author or the editor decided to summarize everything that follows. So you really need to be able to recognize abstracts and read them first, and you need to be able to appreciate them, and also to be able to wonder why any article would ever get written that doesn't have abstracts. And you'll run across those too. And I say shame on them, because they're not really following protocol, and they're robbing you of a valuable tool.